Salutations to you out there. We have another question to solve, and this question is right here on the board. Now, let's do justice to the question on the board. We have two equations. This is the first equation, and this is the second equation, of which we are going to solve the two of them together simultaneously. We solve them simultaneously to get the values of x and y. And we can now find the value of what we are given to solve. Now, this is an indices and this is logarithm. The indices, we are going to apply the law of indices to solve it, to simplify it. Then here too, we apply the law of logarithm, the law of logarithm to solve it too. So here I have 8x divided by 1 all over 4y is equal to 1. Of course, I know that 8 is equal to 2 raised to power 3, as in 2 times 2 times 2. That means that we have here 2 raised to power 3 divided by, this one here is an inverse exponent. And for us to solve it, I am going to have 2 raised to power minus 2, as in to simplify this 1 all over 4. Then I have the power outside, y. Everything, you will observe that these two terms, their base are 2. The bases are 2. And I can also simplify this 1 too, to have a base and the power. So the 1 now will now be written as 2 raised to power 0. We are given all these. So apply the law of indices to here. When you have division and the bases are the same, you subtract. That means here I am going to have a common base 2. And I have here is x, there is x here. So I have 3x minus into minus 2y. The division will now turn to minus. Is now equal to 2 raised to power 0. We have this. So from here, this base we cancel. So I have here now 3x plus 2y is now equal to 0. That is the first one that we are going to do. Then we can now consider the second one. If we consider the second one, we have, I can call this one now my equation 1. Then we have the second one, we have log 2x minus 2y is equal to 1. Once you are given something of this nature, the first thing we need to do is to remove this log sign. By removing the log sign here, this base 2 will be raised to this power. That means I am going to have x minus 2y is now equal to 2 raised to power 1. And 2 raised to power 1 is 2. So I can remove this one and write this one as my equation 2. So I can now solve the two of them simultaneously. So I'm going to have 3x plus 2y is equal to 0. And I have the second one, x minus 2y is equal to 2. Equation 1, equation 2. Solving simultaneously, fine. The coefficient of 2 of y in 1 and 2 are the same. So I can just add up. So if I add up here now, I will have this to be 4x is now equal to 2. So my x now will now be 2 over 4, which is equal to 1 all over 2. That is the value of my x. So I can now substitute this into any of the equation, either 1 or 2, to get the value of my y. That means I'm going to have, if I substitute it into equation 1, I will have 3 times 1 over 2, that is 3 all over 2, plus 2y is equal to 0. So from here, I can have my 2y down to be equal to 3 all over 2. So here I can divide both sides by 2, divide by 2. That will give us y now will now be equal. When this one comes here, it becomes negative. So we have minus 3 all over 2 times 1 all over 2. Because when you change this one to times, this one will go up, while the 2 will go down. So the answer now will now be minus 3 all over 4. The question they asked us to find out is that we should find x minus y. X is 1 all over 2 minus y is minus 3 all over 4. And that will give us 1 all over 2 plus 3 all over 4. Find the LCM of the 2. That will give us 6. That will give us 4. And we have 2 plus 3. So that will automatically give us 5 all over 4. So the answer now will now be equal to 5 all over 4, which is equal to 1 all number 1 all over 4. So we stop here for now. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel at Akib Online Mathematics. God bless you. God bless me. We move.